Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing some new coilovers on the 2017 86. These are the Silver Max Neos, or Neons. Heard they're pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and throw these on, get rid of the junky ones that are on the car. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the car jacked up so we can do the front. We'll start with the front. So, next step you're going to want to do to get the car jacked up is get your front wheel off. At least for my model, you're going to need a 19mm. What I find the best is to use a torque gun. That way you don't break any studs like I have in the past. So, let's go ahead and bust this wheel off. You're going to want to do a star pattern as well. Alright, you got that off. Just gonna want to stick it to the side. Alright. Alright, so now that you got your wheel off, now we gotta get this bad boy out. Man, what are you sweating out here? So, you're gonna take a 19 on the bolts that go to the base of the coil. Same on the back side. These clips here you're going to want to take off, and then you're going to want to take this brake line off that's back here, and then unbolt the bolts from the top, take your sway bar end length off, and you'll be good to go. Go ahead and pop off that sway bar and link first. Want to do next is go ahead and take the clips for the TPMS off. Those are off. Next, you'll want to take your 12mm and go ahead and bust off the brake line. We'll just set that to the side. Now, alright, so now you want to place your jacket under your hub. That way you can take off your coil and it doesn't fall. And you got your bolts off from the base of the coil. Okay, so next you're going to want to pop the hood so you can get access to the top of the top hat to the coil. Top of the bolts should look like these ones, so you're going to want to bust all three of them off. final bolt off. Alright, now you get it off. Alright, so next you would normally take your stock one out and then measure the height that you want it to be and then set it in place and put it back in the car. But seems how I already had coils on and they weren't the best. Personally, don't like the BCs. So, with that being said, we're gonna get this to the height that I want and then put them back on the car. Okay, so we're actually going to do 1/2 inch from the top spacer to the bottom. So 1/2 inch in between the threads. It should put it low enough, but not too low to where the car is unable to be driven anywhere. So I guess we'll just have to go with it and see. Actually adjusting, you can see it here. I'm adjusting the bolts on the top of the top hat. These adjust your camber in the front. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try and match them to the old ones. Now, we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it right back in that hole. That way, it's attached up at the top, and we're able to reattach everything. So, now that we got that attached up top, what we need to do is come in here and put everything on. So, figured out what the problem was. I forgot, with my model car, if you're doing your coils, the top bolt and the bottom bolt that bolt the base of the coil to the hub are different sizes. So, the top one is a little bit thicker right behind the head of the bolt, and the bottom one is the same from top to bottom. So, that was the issue. Let's go ahead and get this bolted out. Alright, so now that that's on, your clipper brake, or your TPMS sensor is back in. And then next, we'll go ahead and do the brake line. Yep. So you can use your 12, get it back in there. Next, we'll go ahead and take this jack off too. These coils are actually pretty nice. I was able to almost thread that entire bullet by hand. Make sure you get that pretty tight. Don't want it coming off. So, this is pretty much what you want everything to look like. And we're actually going to leave that off until I do the other side. Just makes it easier. So, alright, so let's go ahead. We'll time lapse this side, and then we'll move on to the back. Alright, a little cut forward, but I got the wheels back on. Made sure all the bolts are tightened. Got the camber set on both sides. Now, all we really need to do is we just need to lower the car. So let's go ahead and lower it and we'll pick up from there. Alright, so we got it on the ground now. It's got a good amount of camber. Just kind of, I can go a little bit lower. I would like to be tucking a little bit of tire, but before I do that on both sides, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rear just in case. Same with this side. This side can go a little bit lower. I can fit my fingers under it, so definitely not good enough. Want to be kind of right where this line is. Want to be tucking the bottom of the fender to at least right here. So, but for now, let's go ahead, get the jack and jack up the rear, and then we'll start on the back. The back jacked up. Now we need to take this wheel off so that we can get access to the rear coilover. After some searching, you can see this bolt right here, which goes to the coilover, and this bolt, which goes to the rear sway bar end link. So the sway bar end link is a 14, and the coilover is an 11/16. So let's go ahead and get that knocked out. Those are the only two bolts in the rear that you have to take off, besides up top in the trunk, but I'll show you that in a minute. Got it. Came off a little easier than I should have. Jack over here. Okay, I'll just leave that one there for now. Now, I don't have an 11/16 wrench, so I have to use this. Go ahead. Get bolts out of here. Bolt still looks pretty good, so we're good there. damn bolt for the sway bar and link. God, these puppies are long. So now, that frees your coil over, which I'll show you. Coil over, that's where it was bolted in, and your sway bar and link right behind it, that little itty bitty thing. So now that we took those bolts out, this is loose, and then we can go up top. We go up top and go ahead and get these bolts off that are back here, which is not the fun part, because you gotta take all these trim pieces out, and I gotta take my some of my hardwood out, but alright, let's go ahead and go get a Phillips head so that we can pop these clips out real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop these clips out. I'll set them over here for now. I believe there's 3. No, 4. Which, honestly, this clip's are a lot easier to get out. It's putting them back in that's the pain in the ass. I don't always like going back in the right way, so we should be all of the pieces that we need to move. So let's go ahead, pull it out from the seal right here. There's a seal that you gotta pull it out from. You gotta pull it out from here, and then and correction, there's actually one more. You gotta take this one off. That's right here. So almost forgot about that one. Luckily, if I break these, I got extras, so I'm not too worried about it. I missed one. Damn it. I missed another one. One right here. I'll have to find that one. Also, I need to find that clip. There you are. Alright, now, once you get the carpet out, you'll then get access to the top of the coilover with the 2 bolts in the rear. You got this one over here, and obviously you can see you got your dampening adjustments here. So once you take that out, that coilover underneath should come straight out. Okay, forgot that the rears are actually, the nuts are actually bigger than the fronts. So, let me go ahead and go find the proper tool. Alright, so, once you get those bolts off, it should look like that. Then we'll come down on the bottom. Got a stand, wheel hub. We got it out. This one's actually this one doesn't look too bad compared to the front. So now you take your new ones. Let's see. Where my tape measure go? God damn it. Forgot my tape measure. Let me go grab it. I need to measure the height of the old one. I also kind of want to compare. Excuse me. So, here you see, we got the two next to each other. The new ones are a little bit shorter, but that's also because I have the new ones fully maxed out, and these ones are where I set them, oh man, what was that, 4 years ago now? So, let's go ahead and measure this one, and then we'll see. I may just leave this one the way it is, fully maxed out. It's because I am waiting for new control arms in the rear, so I can bring out the camber. I ordered some rear lower adjustable control arms, just because there is no camber adjustment with rear coilovers. So naturally you get about -3 degrees, and at a low height it sits sunk in to the fender, which personally I'm not a fan of. I like to have super flush fitment, so that's why we're gonna get those lower control arms. It said it might be delivering today, so if it delivers today I'll make a separate video and we'll slap them on. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and measure the rear one. 1.5 inches is what I had it set at. You know what? We'll do a straight inch on the rear. Just because the fact that the new control arms I ordered, they're adjustable, and they have what was it, 25 mil drop in the rear. So get those collars matched up. Okay. Now, and the other one's there. Alright, so this is kind of where it becomes a pain, because I gotta get these bolted up top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lock the bottoms. Somewhat tight for now. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out how to get these up there. Those things are difficult. Man, I hate that my arm gets so fatigued so easily. Screwdriver, didn't I? Yep. This is gonna be impossible. Where's my flat? Oh, it's in the trunk. Yes. Close enough. Now that we got it bolted up inside the trunk, we gotta go ahead and jack up the bottom of the control arm so that we can bring it up to the mounting point on the coilover, which isn't too big of a deal. It's pretty easy. What I suggest doing is putting in your rear sway bar end link bolts first, because if you don't and you do the coilover first, you will not be able to get this in. So there we go. Now, let's work on getting the coilover in. There we go. Now, all we gotta do is bolt it up. And you won't need the jack anymore from this point on. It's just to, the jack is mostly used just to get it up so you can get that bolt through and work it through. If not, you'll never get it there. So after this one, all we gotta do is the passenger side, and then we can put on the ground and look. And another thing to note too, hold on. Another thing to note too is in the front with the front sway bar and links, I suggest from experience of doing this that you don't bolt up one side before the other. You kind of let them both hang and then put them in into their slotted holes. Once they're both in, then bolt them in. It just makes it easier. With the rear, it doesn't matter. You can just do one side, bolt it up, and then you can do the other side. It really doesn't affect the way it sits at all. So that's just FYI from experience. All right. So. Okay. Let's check it real quick. So I set the rears were at 1.5 inches, but I went ahead and set it to 1 inch, and we'll just have to see from there. So, yep, still at 1 inch. Because then also you gotta think as well, my rear control arms that I just bought, my lowers, those already come with a drop on them. So I'm gonna have to keep the coilover a little high in the rear just to counteract the drop. So. That is the driver's side all done. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go knock out the passenger side, do it as a time lapse, and then we'll put the wheels back on, drop it down, and take a look at it. So. just finished doing the rear. Just bolted up all the wheels, and yeah, here's what she looks like. So obviously now I just gotta wait for my control arms so that I can fix this. As you can tell, it's not very straight with the body, so we gotta fix that. But here's the front. Front looks pretty good. I think I am gonna go just a tad bit lower. I feel like I can. Fitment's decent. I could probably fix that, but there's the passenger or driver side, kind of the same way, but she looks good. Yeah, and here's the driver side rear. I feel like this side's actually sitting lower than the passenger side. Let's take a look. Might be the same. I don't know. Anyways, now I just gotta wait for my control arms to come in, and then I can slap those on, take some of the camber out of the rear, make it look a little better, and then yeah, she'll be done. Go get an alignment, and she'll be sitting good for a little bit. So anyways, appreciate everyone that comes and checks out the channel, checks out the videos. Any support does help. So anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.